Hi there, Jack. Sorry for the delay in making this video. Busy girl. I apologize though. So, what I want to send you today is how to log into the back end of your website and how to add images to your gallery. So, I'm going to go ahead and start by sending you an email, which is going to have the URL where you will log in to do this, your username and password. And I'm going to go ahead and use your username and password right now. And I'm going to go ahead and log in as you so I can show you how it looks. So here we go. And that's what the back end looks like. And what you're going to be concerned with is, for doing this, is what's called categories. So I set up the entire gallery based on your categories, and they're split up, as you know, like this. In the back end, you'll see them here. So what you'll do is you'll go to Post and hover over it, and you'll select Categories. And here you'll see all your categories are here as well. If you ever need to make a new category, you can do so on this page as well, right here in this section. Just give it a name and hit Add New Category. That's all you need to do. Oh, excuse me. You need to put it under the parent category of Gallery, because if you don't, then it won't go into the gallery. So that's what you need to do to make a new category. So all your current categories are over here, and as you can see, each has a line in front of it, and that line basically represents the fact that it is a child of the main gallery. Excuse me. So these are what's called slugs. They're just basically part of the URL. You don't need to worry about those too much. And here you have the count, and that tells you what number of posts are under, or items are under each category. There's 310 total under the gallery, and then they're broken down as such. So if you want to edit or add to an existing gallery piece, say you're on the website and you want to add a new image to Home Office Gallery, this would be the best way to do it. You go ahead and you go to this page as I mentioned. You scroll down until you find Home Office. You go over to the number, so there's 123 in Home Office right now, and you select that. This by doing that, it brings up every single page that has Home Office as one of the categories. And as you can see under this selection here, categories, that most of the categories have multiple. Gallery should always be selected so that it gets put under the main gallery here. Without selecting gallery, it won't go there. So gallery should be in every single one of them, as you can see. And then, as you know, many of your items have multiple categories that they can fit into, like a home office with a queen bed and a table. So when you are adding an item, it's always best to make sure you select every category that that item could belong to. The best way to make a new item within a category is to go to this page, like I said. Look for one that has the categories that are similar to the item that you're adding, or select one that has just a couple, so you can always add more. So I would select this one, for instance, and see this clone button right here? So when I find an item that's close to the kind of item that I'm adding, I would select clone. And as you can see, it puts it up at the top, and it puts the word draft next to it, which means it's not published yet. And it'll give you all the information that the one you cloned has. And that's important because we want to maintain consistency throughout the website. So by cloning, all the settings are going to be exactly the same for this item, except for the things that you changed, like the image, the description, the title, the ID number, things like that. So after you've made a clone and it says draft next to it, you go to edit, click edit, and it's going to take you to the main part of the post page, the item detail page, also called the post. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to change the item detail number to the one that's for the one that you're adding. In this case, I'm going to make a phony number of 77777. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to change this part of your slug. It's important because it's the URL of the item. So you would just go ahead and click that little edit button and add in your 7s so that you have the same as up here. Click OK here. Save your draft. Okay. Next thing you want to do, as long as it's not published, you don't need to worry. Next thing you want to do is you don't need to worry about format, leave format closed, because that's one of those things that needs to stay consistent, a horizontal image. Okay, so then the next thing that's of very much importance is what we discussed a minute ago is categories. So here is where you'll select any categories that the new item falls under. Always gallery, and then we have home office selected already. You can unselect it if you don't want to use it. If you want to say put it under bookcase and complete room and closet, that's how you would do it. And if there wasn't a category in here that you wanted, then you could select add category and type in here whatever you want that category to be. Select new category and it would add it to up here. But you just basically go through and select every single category that this new item should belong to, then save draft again. So now you can see that it's under gallery, but it's also under bookcases, closets, and complete rooms. Now it's very important that you do that because over here it's going to put the item that you're adding right now under the category of bookcases. It's going to put it under the category of closet, wherever closet is. So go to closet, bookcase, and complete room. So it's going to go under all three of these under the gallery because you selected it here. The next thing that's very important is the tags. So tags are used to describe the item that you're putting there. So if the item is black, you'd put that. Then if the item has brass, perhaps you could put that. Whatever it is, if it doesn't have shaker, then you would remove that by clicking the little X's. If it doesn't have birch, you'd remove that, and now you have new tags. And you can either type in ones that you want and select add for each one, or choose from a bunch of the ones that have been used a lot just by clicking on them, like oak and cherry. And then when you're done, you just click it again, it closes it up. And then when you're done adding your tags, you go back up here to save draft. So now your tags are saved. So you've added black, brass, cherry, and oak, which is ridiculous. It's a whole bunch of different woods. But anyway, you get the idea of what I'm talking about. Now the next thing is very important to keep consistency for the website. Please make sure that your images are good images and that they are sized correctly. The majority of the time, I believe we were using 640 by 420 for these, so and the reason we use such a small one because the resolution and the quality of some of the images from the old site we brought over, we had to play to the lowest common denominator, so that's why they're 640 by 420, but that seems to serve. You can go bigger, but try to use good, consistent sizing and images for this. So what you would do is either pick a photo that's already in the gallery by just selecting it like so, or you could click over here to upload file and click this, and this is going to ask you to upload from your computer. You can select whatever is on your computer by selecting it, open, and then it's going to upload it. I don't even know what I just selected, something off my computer. But that's how you would upload one from your computer. Yeah, that's a client, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then you would select feature down here. Well, I should probably just do one of yours, that, and then set, and see it puts it right here. And once you see your image in this feature spot right here, you know you've done it right. Scroll back up here, hit save draft again. Very important, these several items, because these feed into the website in such a way. I don't remember if I mentioned it or not, but I'll go over it again. The tags are extremely important because they describe your item, but also they're used as a sort feature. So see all these are all, they've been all inserted with tags. And so they become a sort feature for the website. So keep in mind that categories are hugely important. tags are usually important, and quality and size of images hugely important. Um, then for the main body of the post of this item, see, I'll show you, it's here. And you might be wondering, well, why is it we put this image here and it's not showing up on the post? The post is a completely different image. I'll show you. So here you're normally going to see, three sections. This is under post options. It's called the Muffin Builder. And basically the top one here, you'll see it says title. It is the title. So you click the little pencil, you can change the title if you want to change it from home office to bookcase, for instance. You could do that by just typing between these tags here. You leave these tags alone because, again, you want the website to be consistent, and this gives the proper sizing for your title tags. So after you type in a different name there, you would just scroll down here and hit Save Changes. Here is where that image on the post is displayed. So you would go Remove, and you would go to that image that you want, which is the same one you just uploaded or used. See, there's the same one as over here. And then you scroll down. There's only, don't change any of the other things on these because you want to keep it consistent with the settings, but you would want to change caption because your ID is not, it's 77777, so you change that. And then again, Save Changes. Then this last one would be your description, which is it's the item is home office material birch. You would change all that to whatever is appropriate for the item that you're installing. Try to leave the tags around it, which are bold tags and break tags, alone, and just change the actual verbiage here. Try not to mess with that stuff. If you have descriptions that should be 2 columns, what you would do then in that case, after you change the ones in here, you want to keep it very symmetrical. So if you say you had 8, you wouldn't want to list all 8 on here because it would look lopsided. So what you would do is you would change these 4, hit Save Changes, and then see how this says half, but you've got a hole here. What you could do is you could clone this box by going like this, and bam, you can change out and add some more description about your product. And then go down here and Save Changes, go all the way up to the top, hit Save Draft, and now you can go look at your item and see is the picture that you added. You've got 2 columns of information. Your idea that you changed the caption of is there. The title is bookcase is there. And this picture now is going to be loaded up into this gallery in the 3 places that we selected it to go to, which were bookcase, closet, and complete room. So if I go to any of these galleries, let's go to closet and see. It should be the very bookcases. Here we go. Let's try bookcases. Oh, I didn't publish it. I'm sorry. Okay, publish. We'll publish it and then we'll move it. So sorry about that. Let me turn it off. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to refresh, and it's going to pop in right here. There it is. See, it went to bookcase. Closets was the other one we had it on. It's going to pop in right here. There it is. And then what was the third one? Complete rooms. Okay. Let's see how wonderful it pops into each of the places where you put it. And that's how the gallery is updated. It's pretty simple. So I'm going to delete this just so it removes it from every place it's not supposed to be. And I'm going to send this to you and let you absorb this information. And then if you have any more questions for me, I'll be happy to make another screen recording. Any of the more complex stuff, though, like updating the entire website, the more complex pages and stuff, I will not be sending information on how to update that, because that would be like teaching you how to make a website. So if you want some of the more complex stuff updated, I'd be happy to do that for you. but I will happily send you screen videos on the more simple things to help you keep your own website updated. Um, I hope that this screen recording helped. And so I'm just going to complete by saying once you hit publish, everything is done with that, and you can go back to all posts and start over again, or go back to the category area and start over again by going to another category that you want to update and go through the whole process again. If you want to go and add things to the media library directly to use later, you can simply do that by clicking media and add new and uploading things from your computer right here. And that's all there is to it. Okay, Jack, I'm going to close this video out now and send it to you, and I hope very much that it helped. Have a good day.